So I got a question for both of y'all. Do y'all believe men could be friends with women?
Yeah,
Really, like,
of course.
Yeah, I have a male.
Most definitely. I got a best
I
friend.
have. I feel like. I feel
really?
like.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
have.
again, never,
Never
nothing.
went like
No,
came on
Yeah.
to her.
oh
She
no,
never
no,
came
no.
on to you.
I feel like you got to know what kind of person you
Trying
are,
to think.
though. I think. I mean, come on. Let's be real. I think we kind of could smell if somebody is just in your
Like
pants,
likes
trying to be
you.
in your
Tiny pants,
panties.
right?
I think. We're. If you're a mature male and a mature woman, I think there's a level of friendship. But then, if there's relationships, you gotta be respectful. Like, don't
Right.
be calling
Be a
past
friend,
9
right?
and all of
Right.
that
Be a
stuff.
Yeah.
I think,
friend.
but you would
Do not
know.
disturb
I feel like
others.
unfortunately some relationships you don't figure out how authentic they are until you cross certain bridges.
Right.
But I believe
I
I have a male friend. I have two
yeah.
male friends.
I think you like with men and women like because I have a best friend woman. We never went that
She don't call
distance or
you
anything
bro,
like that.
right? Like, bro,
Nah.
the
It's
bestie.
like a
Hey,
real. It's
those
like a
bestie
real.
girls,
Because I have a
bestie.
sister, but she's like I could say she's like another sister of mine.
Okay.
She'd be like, yo, bro, like it don't be on that type of
Right.
like, bro. It could like it's a
Give
solid
me
sister.
hug.
No, it's like a solid
Mm.
sister brother
Yeah.
relationship
Not the
where
fake
we
bro,
just
fake
kick it
sis
Yeah.
like
shit.
siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Now we may be looking at girls. You know what I'm saying? But it's not where we ever went that way. And I think men and women
That's
definitely
dope
can
though.
be. They can be
Yeah.
friends, best friends,
That's
all that.
you know what's
Of
crazy? A lot of
course.
men can learn a lot by being friends with a woman though.
Cause
Cause
and
you
that
learn a lot about
You
women.
can
And you
even
yes.
start off with being friends with somebody before y'all turn lovers too.
and
Yeah.
That's
that's
the best thing
I
too.
think that's the best thing
But
too. One of the
even in
best
that,
ways.
there's different types of relationships you could have. And if you are mentally mature, then yeah, you could have a relationship with a woman and it could just be, like you said,
Mm.
learning from this
Learning
woman
from
and
that.
you
Yep.
hear it. But it's like if you don't have, like Kevin said, the proper dick etiquette, stop trying to sleep with everything. Like, stop trying to sleep with everything and actually
Right.
understand some relationships could be good relationships that teach you, and some
Right.
could be some that nurture you, and you could be in love, and then
Right.
some could
Some
be a
could help
family.
you with business wise, but you
Yeah.
like
Some could.
career wise. It could be all
Hold on,
types of
y'all. I got
stuff.
another question. My boyfriend is trying to pursue a singing career, and I secretly don't think he can sing. What do I do?
Man, how many times have I
Damn, that's with
dated
the rappers. I'm about
rappers?
to say
Heard the
rappers. It's mostly
rappers.
the rappers.
Everybody
But it's a
rapping.
singing career
Shit.
though. This is singing though.
And he can't
If
sing?
you
If he
could
can't sing,
come
then what are
on,
we gonna
Right.
do? You can say you can't sing.
right? You can
But how do
learn
you?
to
So
rap,
how
but
do
you can't
you?
learn to sing.
How do you like? Because this is your
I guess how do
boyfriend.
you
How do
kill
you?
somebody's dream?
Yeah, like how? All right.
That's pretty much what you're saying.
I'm gonna have you like answer this
Right.
first. How would you say to your boyfriend like, oh, he can't sing, like he's really trying to be a singer? Like what? How can you break that down and tell your boyfriend, your man, like, listen, you can't sing. Like how do you? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you say that?
I mean, honestly, I'm talking shit, but I don't know if I could do that.
That's what I'm
I
talking
think I
shit.
think honestly,
How do you do that?
let the dream fizzle out because eventually nobody's
But
gonna sign
nah,
you.
you can't
Nobody's
do
gonna
that
sign
though.
I'll be in
you.
acrimony.
You
I'll be
can't
Taraji
do
in
that
acrimony.
though.
I'm not
Because
gonna.
he might hold it against you at the end. They're like, "Yo, babe, why you
Why you
ain't
tell
tell
me?
me?"
Why you keep it
Yeah,
up?
because
You
I'm a
right,
guy.
you
Like
right,
that's
you
what I
right.
would
You gotta
say.
keep it a bean. I want to know how you
You
gonna
gotta.
approach that situation.
I think I just would have to try to play the track back and ask yourself, do you really think you sound good? Or maybe even be like, let's go to the studio and then have an
Mm,
engineer, maybe a professional
acting
come
like a
in and
singing
say
coach or something,
something.
right? You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
think sometimes like there's ways to finesse. I think I have some friends who are actually vocalists and they teach.
Mhm.
So if I would probably
Okay,
defer to
vocal
a
lessons.
I'll probably
Someone
defer to
that's more
one
in a
of them
professional
that's
level,
more
right?
yeah, so that it's more
Cool.
respected and it's not just me sounding like
Some bias,
something,
right?
you know.
Like,
I mean, because a guy could tell me like, you don't sing. All right, you're right. But maybe if I
hmm
put you in another room with another singer
right?
and you realize your notes ain't hitting like this person's notes, then maybe you'll see for yourself that singing. Maybe you could be a writer if you make good
Right,
songs.
They do
right.
make
For real, if
money
you
though.
they
See,
make money.
You right.
Neo,
You
right.
make
Jay
They
money.
make some
Holiday.
money.
Look at how they
Facts,
went. Carrie
The
Hilson.
dream,
facts.
Look, the dream, and look at how they became. But they all
but
could
they can
sing.
sing.
They
They
could
can sing.
sing.
Come on,
But
come on.
seriously, like, I think I would defer to somebody who is professional and just be like,
Well,
babe,
maybe just
I
tell them
got
to
you
use
a
that auto
session.
tune.
So you wouldn't tell them. So it'll be hard for you to break that down to them. You have somebody else do it.
I
That's what you're
feel I
saying.
feel I will be there for moral support. Like I'll be next to you while the person tells you, and then I'll be like, I'll probably be like, because you really got to take it. I'm not a singer, so why would he listen to me?
Mm.
I
That's
wouldn't.
true.
Me personally, I
But
just
How would you? How would you break
I would
it
like
down?
what I would break
If
down
it's
to
your
my
girlfriend.
girl. I would tell my girl like, all right, first things first. I'm gonna do the steps. I would bring it to the vocalist.
Something.
Some so they know, start to see like, okay, if it's not working with a vocalist and you get on a track or we in a studio and it's not hitting where people like, okay, yo, this sounds good. Like I'm gonna tell her, I was like, yo, listen, like I'm not
You
telling you not to not sing because maybe that's what you love doing. You can sing in the shower or some shit, but don't like let's just be a writer. Like you know what I'm saying, be a
just
writer, be a ghostwriter,
I
do
feel like
something
so
else. Like
many
you know what I'm
people
saying.
miss their calling. Maybe
Right.
you not the face.
Cause I used to tell my boy like, yo, you may not be nice at basketball, but you could do something close to it.
Like a
Be a
coach?
coach. You know what I'm saying? Be a
Yeah.
coach. Be a physical therapy. Like that's still into something
I
you
don't know
love.
why we don't tell
I'm
people
keeping
that
the bean.
stuff.
I'm gonna be like, that ain't it.
You lying?
Right.
That
I don't
ain't
care
it.
what nobody
I would
says.
say
I don't
too,
think
like-
nobody.
Keep
I
it
don't
a
think no.
bean.
Because if that's
Y'all
the
ain't
case,
keeping the bean,
if that's the
man.
case, then all y'all
Come on.
boys would be honest about y'all friends trying to be these rappers. Somebody's
Oh, nah,
promoting.
I be-
somebody's saying, "Yo,
I-
boy, that sound hot." It ain't hot. It's just a rubber
But
dub
these
dub
days, these
It's
days
rubbing
with
in
these
the tub
rappers
tub.
though,
Yo,
you
That's
don't
it.
have to sound hot. You could just have a following in a
Anybody
crowd,
can
and they'll
song,
just
yeah.
But
sign
some of them
you.
just be filming.
Like
and-
right, it's just clout that gets you signed now. It's not even talent
It's
nowadays.
not even about
It's
talent anymore.
crazy.
Not.
Like
You're
you
right.
you be trash as
It's
hell,
right.
and
And
you
it's not about time. You
It's
can
really
make this type
not.
of song, produce it.
Cause some of these
got
songs, I be
somebody
like,
write
this
songs for
shit
you too.
trash. Like, how the fuck is this nigga signed? Like, I could do this, and I'm not even a rapper. Like,
Right.
You're right.
Come
Okay,
on.
because there's some trash rappers right now,
Right.
and I'm
I'm
just
saying.
sitting here like, how are they?
Like,
How
how?
are they rich? It's just a bunch of.
But y'all ain't keeping the bean. I'm keeping the bean. That ain't it.
I don't
That
believe
ain't
you.
it.
Y'all
I
ain't
really,
keeping the bean.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I feel like when you're in an intimate
Yeah, when you're in
relationship
a-
with
it's
someone,
hard to
I
really-
don't believe that you
right.
would
Babe,
sit
that
there and
ain't
just
it.
want to crush.
Babe, that
I don't
ain't
believe
it.
you'll say it like that. Look, but he said Kevin Samuels was brutal. Get out of here.
I said he was aggressive.
Aggressive.
In some way.
And that's aggressive, babe. That ain't
That
it.
ain't That ain't it.
Nah, I'm just playing with y'all.
Go back to the, yeah, no, nobody's not really going. But I'm Queen Defer. Let's go to this professional. Let
Right.
them say that. That's
And then I'm gonna tell you my two piece. Like, listen, I agree.
I agree, babe. I'm just saying, maybe I'm
Because
probably
when I started out doing my acting,
agree.
I wanted like I made sure like when I did like scenes and stuff,
Mhm.
I made sure to send it to all my friends and my
Oh,
like the
shit.
girl I'm dating because they know me, so they can know if I'm getting into a character or not.
Right.
Right. So that's how I knew if I was good or not. Like I kind of knew I was not being cocky or anything, but I know I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when my boys was like, "Yo, bro," one of them told me like, "Yo, this is how I know like you could act like because I know you, bro, and the way you are, and then this character is not how you are." I'm like, "All right, thank you. That's all I needed.
What's
Like
up?
Yeah.
that's
And-
all I needed."
and
I sent it to my
also,
group chat. I sent it to my group chat to two people. I'd be like, yo, like, what you think about this reel I did or a scene?
Right.
I sent shout out to the Almond Breeze group, you know.
And tell the
um,
truth. Like,
let me know
could
what
I
it
been
is.
better on this scene?
Oh, yeah,
Because
definitely.
we ain't
We're all
perfect. Like we
actors, so it's
all
different
mess up
in that
somewhere,
group.
right?
yeah.
Like tell me where I went wrong, like what I could have done better. So when I do get another shot, I can make it better. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And you're actually asking. You're not. And I hate
Right.
people who say, "Tell me your honest opinion," and then they don't want to hear the
They
honest
don't want to
opinion.
hear it. It's like you lying, bro. That's not how it was.
So
Like,
then why'd
come
you
on,
ask
why the fuck
me?
You asked me for
If you was
right.
just going to, you could just ask yourself in the mirror if you wanted to hear the same answers. I
Oh,
don't know.
good.
It's
Right.
ridiculous. Okay.
Okay, let's get into it. So, we're getting into the last segment. It's called "I Got Something to Tell Y'all" segment,
Mm.
right? So, I just wanted to say, like, I think in this time of my life right now, as I'm approaching 30,
Oh, come on.
as I'm approaching
Here you go.
30,
You trying to make us
damn,
feel
like, yeah, y'all old,
I'll
man.
turn around.
They
Right.
both old, by the
Oh.
way. But
As I'm approaching 30. Don't we all
So,
say that? As I'm approaching-
let me tell y'all, I want to say right now, I feel like this year is starting off to a good start. I'm getting into that mindset of just like focusing on myself because I feel like for so long I've been investing myself into
somebody.
other people.
You just
feel
took the
me?
words right out
And,
my mouth, bro.
I'm
Amen.
just trying to like get into that space. I'm actually trying to find a therapist because it's really hard to find a
I can
therapist.
send you how I found.
Is it a black woman? Because I want to talk.
I can send you
You
this
sound like a
website.
woman. Right.
Anyway,
Why?
yeah, I just feel like I've been in a good space so far starting off this year, and it's a couple things that's kind of like messing me up as far as like job and making money right now. Now I'm not in a good position like as far as that, but leave it on God's hands.
Right.
I'm still working, making money, of course. And my acting career, like I'm trying to get that step that up. Podcasting, media, getting that all situated. Stacking up,
True,
stacking up
true.
crazy. There's been times where I get the check, like we got check and want to splurge and
Spurs,
go out,
right.
bars like that. But it's been times where I just be like, yo, let me hold this. Let me
Right.
take it to the chin one time. So yeah, that's what's been going on right now. As far as me telling y'all that good old, you know.
I feel like what you're
Amen.
entering into is kind of like, I'm sure you felt the
Real
same way when we
men,
were stepping
right.
into 30.
Right,
It's different.
right.
30
It's
is crazy.
It's
different.
different.
It's
It's different.
A lot
different.
of people say that. They say that's the golden age.
It
Nah,
is.
because that's
It is,
that's why
though.
that
I
saying
didn't believe that
the 30s and
either.
new 20s is
It
because
really
you
is.
still young. You still feel like
But
you're in your 20s,
but you're an adult
but you're
now.
adult. Like you
And
start, like you say, you start focusing more on finances. Like when I was
Yeah.
young in my 20s,
You just was
I
going to
never
the
really
club.
cared about houses and stuff. Now I'm looking at houses. I want to own something. I want a boat. Like I'm looking at all types of stuff. Like you said with finances, I was like, me, I was doing 9 to 5, jumping from different 9 to 5s. And I'm like, I'm working, I'm putting in all these hours at this 9 to 5 and like 2 jobs. And I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
I made this 67 grand a year, but the amount of overtime I had to put in to make this. And then I realized I didn't even put that much time into my acting.
Yeah,
Imagine if I'd have put that amount of time in my acting, who said say I would probably be somewhere else right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I looked at it now I'm in trucking. Like I just started school in August. I graduated in January for CDO, where I could do
Yes.
less time. And I did something that I know that, okay, what's something else that I love to do other than acting where I know that won't get on my nerves? I like driving. Like I like road trips. I
Just
like
chilling
doing, like,
on the
yeah.
road.
So I'm like, you know what? Trucking would be perfect because I could drive
Be
and
yourself.
make a lot of money doing it.
And
And
you
it's
can
a
meditate
career.
on that road.
Right. And I could think and, you know what I'm saying? I'd be by
Sit
myself.
still.
I'm truck stops, I could write, you know what I'm saying? There's all types of things I could do with that. And I have enough money to invest into my acting
Yeah.
and put into different kind of things that I want to do, like real estate. I'm a good cooker. I want to open a restaurant.
Nice.
So there's a lot of things that I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you enter, it is different, especially if you did the work in your 20s. So if you did not do the work in your 20s, in your 30s, it's just gonna feel the
it's
same.
about to feel the same, man.
But me in my 20s, I was an uncertain woman, just running around New York City, going to the club and stuff. But it's like it's something about once you go over that threshold of 31, life becomes real. Because you're not in your 20s anymore. Not that it's real that you're old, but it just becomes real. Like you can't no longer blame things on your 20s anymore. Right. But it's entering into that and then what you're about to experience. And if you keep on working, I mean, I'm only 31, you're only 32. It's like you just feel, it feels better. And then you feel better. Like, I don't know why I feel like I look better, dress better, smell better. Like everything is better.
I feel like I put myself together better
now. No, not my, oh, come on. People just be lying. Listen, everybody need to get their omega 3s. Right, you gotta like take care of yourself. What are people talking about they need?
Pills like sea moss.
Get your vitamins.
Your vitamin C, your zincs, your turmeric pills, your ginger.
You fine. Nobody.
Right.
I don't know how so many young people got bad knees. What y'all doing? I don't know. I don't understand
they probably
these
doing
things.
a Megan Thee Stallion.
But shoot, I just feel like everybody be lying at this point. Like my back, my neck,
right. I feel you.
I can know geriatric for.
It's a classic song, by the way. But yeah.
Shout out to Kia.
But yeah, man, I think entering 30s, people be telling me so many different things, but you won't know until you for yourself.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's
trust
fine.
me, it's lit.
It's good
girl.
on this side.
It's lit.
I be telling everybody
good on this side.
You travel more. You
your
like
friends got your friends got money.
Yeah,
now.
everybody got money. Right, everybody's set up.
We not at like random odd jobs.
Right,
like, everybody got.
You're not going to the club where one dude like, yo, only bought $20. Come on,
this
bro.
is the only generation they said where you could just go to a job and quit the next day. Like I'm over it. Like back then, people had to stay at the job they didn't like or.
But back then, that's a different podcast. Back then, it made sense.
Definitely.
It made sense to stay at those jobs.
That's a good one. Yeah, we're gonna hit on that one another podcast for sure. Different episode. Sure. That's a good one.
This was definitely fun. Huh? Oh no. I guess I don't know if with me, going off of what y'all are saying, this is like a nice era for me. I feel I don't know what it is I'm feeling, but I feel they always do say women go on an uptick in their 30s. Well, I'm sorry, y'all men kind of decline. But but as far as my energy, how I feel, how I look, how I'm carrying myself, all that I'm doing, and opening up myself to more opportunities like this one right here,
Right.
and putting myself out there, I'm more fearless. And I would say it feels good. And that's what I think 30s, because you know you're no longer young, life is short, you become
You start
fearless.
thinking about,
and you start having the gazelle
Amen.
mindset of I'm going to do everything I can to get where I'm going to go.
Amen.
And I'm not going to waste these years because not everybody has them.
Right. And we're lucky enough to make it to 30 because a lot of us
did not
making
and
it
it's
to
sad
20.
to say. Why is it that only black people say that out loud, though?
It sucks.
Like, it's crazy.
That's another
podcast.
Like, that's a whole another one.
Yeah, that's another one. Only we say that. Like, not a lot of us make it to. Like, God damn.
Like, damn, right.
Shit. And I bet you all of us probably know somebody who went away young. Another podcast. Another podcast.
And turn 30s with no kids. Heard, say yeah.
but
These are
once again, only we say that.
Yeah, I kid.
Yeah.
Mama's cooking brings back some memories. Mama's cooking somehow still speaks.